12th August 2021 is the inchoate of the story. But on the 24th of the same month, state instruments were handed over to President Hakainde Hichilema, who named his government as New Dawn Administration. New Dawn it is, yes, but how? Well, because a sober president with a clear and methodical approach to leadership, business, academia, and politics was ushered in office by the majority of Zambians, numbering to over 2.8 million, beating the then ruling party with over 1 million votes. President Hakainde Hichilema, despite taking over a country which was on the verge of economic collapse with defaulted debts, skyrocketing inflation, and deteriorated rule of law, devised a strategy to rebuild the economy which plummeted, as well as improving the health and education sectors by employing over 30,000 and 11,000 teachers and health workers respectively. Among the 10 provinces of Zambia is Southern Province, the home of the Victoria Falls, the once called the Maize Belt, the food basket of Zambia, hosting over 3 million cattle, home to the precious gemstone minerals, the amethyst, lithium, and coal, is also the beneficiary of President Hakainde Hichilema's methodical kind of leadership. Southern Province alone, over 3,906 teachers and 1,375 health workers were recruited in the last recruitment initiated by the New Dawn government.
So this recruitment for us was timely because these health workers have really helped in terms of, bridging the gap between primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, as well as tertiary healthcare, being there for our communities in those health facilities, especially the far-flung ones. Southern Province, we were actually given 1,375 positions, and these positions were for both medical as well as paramedical staff. So we had medical doctors, we had pharmacists being recruited, dental surgeons, registered nurses, registered midwives, public health nurses, clinical officers. We also had cleaners, lab attendants, and mortuary attendants, among many other cadres that were recruited.
Southern Province received 3,906 teachers. Yes. Of the 3,906, 3,902 reported. Yes. And All these are already on the payroll. The numbers, the teachers that were employed were EC teachers, primary school teachers, and the secondary school teachers. Yes. So for each category, Southern Province got its share. But in total, a district like Chikankata got 160 teachers. All of them reported. Chilundu got 102. All of them are there. In terms of literacy, we are at about 57%. The same thing for catch-up. So you can literally see an improvement where we have done the assessment because of the improvement in the number of teachers that have come in the province.
Gloria Banda, Betrida Kawadza, as well as Fedi Siwengwa are among the newly employed civil servants in Southern Province.
Actually, I didn't really say my name. It was a friend who came to me because after going through the newspaper, I couldn't find my name and I was depressed. But my friend called me and she said that I found your name and was really happy. I checked, the NRC was matching and it really made me happy. It wasn't easier for me because I stayed since 2019. I did volunteering at Choma General Hospital in 2020. Yeah, I did for a year. So in due course, I was depressed, knowing that I'm just volunteering. I don't even have a job. I'm not getting paid. But with patience, I was among the 11,000. So that really made me happy and it really changed my life. I would say thank you for this opportunity. I've really benefited and financially, and I can be able to support my family and other people. And I'd also encourage others to say, have patience. You also get the opportunity to get deployed.
What I can tell is that I never had hope that one day I'll be deployed because of what we're seeing, that this year comes, there is no deployment. This year comes, they don't recruit teachers. So I had lost hope. BP was high that day. So we went for a tour and my phone went off around 15. So I was at the falls. And then my husband was trying, my line was not going through. Then he called the driver of the bus to say, where is my wife? I want to talk to her. She has been deployed. And the one who called him was my brother, who was in Lusaka, because here there was no newspaper here in Choma. I thank the president so much because I felt that he was sent by God to some of us. Because for me, I'm the firstborn in the family. So now I'm able to help my young sister, those who had dropped out from school. I've helped some to start writing now. I'm able to help my grandmother in the village, at least better than those days when I was doing nothing.
I would like to say thanks to the New Dawn government. I'm confirming to say, yes, I'm amongst the 30,000 teachers who were recruited in 2022. It has really changed my life. I would say, actually, everyone would want to work for the government. That is true. And we've always wanted to work for the government. And I'm really happy that actually I was amongst the 30,000. I really thank God for that. It was my first time to apply. But, people would say, we've been applying and actually these things, they don't work. You need to pay someone. But surprising enough, I never paid anyone.
Free education is another. Millions of Zambian children whose parents and guardians could not manage to pay school fees have gone back to school, and Southern Province is part of the benefiting provinces across the country.
With the Declaration of Education for All, from the time that the New Dawn government came into power, a lot of pupils have come into school. Yeah. At grade 7, we recorded in excess of 3,059. These will write exams at the end of the year. Then at grade 9, 4,080 in excess compared to the other years. Then grade 12, 4,423.
That policy has really opened up new frontiers of opportunity for those children whose parents would not manage to pay for them school fees, and we have also seen government has gone ahead also in the last exams that people sat to pay for them examination fees, thereby relieving the parents of the burden and headache of looking for resources to take their children to school. So I think that we are on course.
This, however, brought about new challenges of shortage of desks and, in some cases, actual classrooms for learners. But it is also important to mention here that 24 months of President Hakainde Hichilema in office has seen a lot of progressive pronouncements, and these directives have been actualized through the provision of the increased Constituency Development Fund, CDF, which started at 25.7 million in the first budget of the new Dawn administration, then increased to 28.3 million in their second budget.
CDF, by June, somewhere around June, they had bought us, I think, about 21,000 plus desks. And they are also building classes, to mitigate the impact. You know, there's the presidential directive.
Yes.
All the learners by 31st December, they should be seated on a desk. Yes. We have a few places where they are still sitting, but we are working towards making sure that nobody sits on the floor by 31st December. So what the government has done is to release money to in the Southern Province. We have 4 points. In Southern Province, we have 3 points where we have collected all the frames in the schools, and we are taking them to skills centers. Like some have been taken to Mawagari in Choma here. Then some frames are taken to Libes in Livingstone. Then some to prisons, Livingstone prisons. Then districts like Siavonga and Chirundu, because they are nearer to Lusaka, their frames have been taken to Lusaka. Yeah. So we have a lot of frames that are going to be worked on, or that are being worked on to meet the short of the desks.
Choma, among other districts in the province, has received a fair share of development, especially with CDF projects.
District, when you look at the Constituency Development Fund projects that are under health, we have 3 maternity wings. So we have one in Harmony Settlement, which cost about 506,000 kwacha. Then we have another one at Kabanze Mayogo Rural Health Post, which cost about 517,000 kwacha. And then there's another one at Nalube Rural Health Post, which cost about 577,000 kwacha. So we have a total of 3 completed maternity annexes here in Choma district. Then under Mbabala constituency, we have about 10 health projects, such as rural incinerators at rural health posts. Then we also have staff houses that have been constructed, and also ablution blocks. And in Choma Central, we have about 5 projects that are also under Ministry of Health, that range also from staff houses, and also at the general hospital, a backup generator was installed. All these projects are under CDF.
Well, I mean, throughout the province, our councils are doing a fantastic job. They are aligning their CDF procurement programs for goods and services, particularly to do with the CDF projects, in line with the presidential vision and pronouncements to attend to maternity wings and provide running water, particularly in the rural setups, so that the lives of our people can change, including government public service workers. We have seen also desks, these councils procuring desks in line with the presidential directive, and these desks are being handed out, on and on, almost every other week you hear this school has received desks, and so it has been a huge success story.
The Enhanced Constituency Development Fund, CDF, has also provided resource empowerment to local communities, as well as sponsorship for skills training. In this regard, 704 skills training bursaries have been given, while secondary and boarding school bursaries were offered to 373 pupils. This is a relief, especially to many that come from vulnerable homes.
Time I heard my name was out in the bursary, CDF bursary, I felt good, because it really helped at that moment. Because financially, I was facing some financial problems. I'm doing automotive mechanics. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll be able to at least do something to help our society grow and also help my family financially.
Indeed, so much has been actualized within the space of 24 months. If so much has been achieved, what more in the years to come?
Mutale na Lumango ankamu yonse ya UPND amuberegera ntu omwe kuswanganya jisi. Thank you to the alliance partners. Let's do this as Zambia, one Zambia, one nation.